So we are continuing the conversation this morning about a scam that targets anyone interested in buying a puppy for Christmas. It has become such a big problem. The Better Business Bureau has issued a warning to the public about websites that are peddling these fake puppies. In fact, this year alone, there have been nearly 6,000 complaints and scams related to pet fraud. And with the holiday season here, that number is only expected to increase. Now, we introduced you to this Jacksonville man last night. He and his girlfriend told me that they lost $650 when they bought a puppy from what they thought was a reputable online breeder, but the toy poodle never existed, despite those adorable pictures. Tom Stevens is president of the Better Business Bureau Northeast and is joining us here this morning to talk more about this scam. Tom, thank you for being here. Do appreciate it.
My pleasure.
So you see that picture, and Chris, who I interviewed, last month, in fact, about this, he and his girlfriend said, man, as soon as my girlfriend saw that picture, I was hooked in. They're really tugging on the heartstrings,
Sure.
Particularly this time of year. How does this scam work with these online pet, breeders?
Well, like you said, they're tugging on the heartstrings. They got a beautiful puppy up there. Somebody wants a puppy like that. So those dogs are expensive.
Yeah.
And so the way they sort of hook people in is they offer really good prices. So that dog might have normally cost $1,500, $2,000. They're offering the dog for $650. And that's the number one red flag that something's probably wrong, because why would you sell something for $600 that normally costs $2,000? So that's the first thing. So you send them the money, and it can't be a credit card, can't be a check. It's got to be some type of untraceable wire transfer, MoneyGram, something like that. Once they get that money, then these folks are lucky because they only lost $650. Usually what happens is after the initial payment goes, then there's a problem. They need a special crate for shipment. They need a health certificate, need this or that. And it's more money and more money and more money, and it could get up $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, until you realize, oh my goodness, I've been scammed.
It's interesting, too, because you've had, through Scam Tracker, you've had people tell you about they lost $900 on Dachshund puppies, another $1,400, a different person also trying to purchase a Dachshund, puppy. I received an email from someone last night after the story aired who said that just a few days ago he lost about $2,300 in a puppy scam involving a pedigree Rottweiler, and that animal was supposedly in Texas and was supposed to be sent to him. And like you said, they hook you. They get a little money from you, and then they insist with the crate and everything else that they need more.
They set the hook.
And you know what? By then you feel like you're kind of halfway through it, so you don't know what to do.
Exactly.
Are there other things that people can do? Because I know my sister bought her beautiful puppy, online. There are legitimate online breeders, because they're not all in the Jacksonville area. What can people do to check to see if this is a scam or not?
Well, the first thing is do a reverse lookup on that beautiful picture of the puppy and find out if that picture is on other websites. And if it is, then it's probably one of those is a scam. Check there's something called a Who Is directory. Find out how long that website's been up, because usually they're up and they're closed down pretty quickly.
So inspect the puppy yourself also
yes.
if you can, but a lot of times you can't necessarily because they're out of state, right?
Right, but you can Google the kennel's name, the breeder's name, and see if there are any, like something such kennel scams or reviews or whatever, and see what other people's experience has been.
So one of the frustrations of Chris, who I interviewed about what happened with him with the toy poodle, is that his girlfriend did pay via Western Union, but typically Western Union requires some kind of ID when you go to collect the money. Is it because it's out of state and you can't really get Western Union or any of the MoneyGrams to really kind of hold them accountable for trying to get the information so you can find the person?
I don't know the answer to that one. The Western Union has their policies and they usually follow them, but their money transfer methods have been used for scams for years.
So you also suggested is there a way to check for bogus pet scams? There's a website, I guess.
Petscam.com.
What does that allow you to do then?
Well, it allows you to see if that kennel has been involved in other scams. People would report it to that website and report it to our Scam Tracker website as well, and so you're able to see if there's a history of taking money and not actually having the dog.
And I do want to show people, because we use this resource all the time within the newsroom, but you can go through BBB, the Scam Tracker. Can you explain how that works and what people can search for then?
The website address is bbb.org/Scam Tracker, one long word, and that allows you to it's a map with a bunch of balloons on it with numbers, and you click on those balloons and you can search for scams in your area by keywords, by type of scam, and we keep a 3-year rolling history basically.
Fantastic.
Great tool.
It's a great tool too to see that if there's something that before you make a purchase, maybe you
Right.
check to make sure if something's going on in the
And
area.
people report even if they don't lose money, so we can see if there's a trend of things.
And we encourage people to do that, by the way. Those who reached out to me, too, I will let them know as well to do that. Tom, thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. Please don't fall for this scam, particularly around the Christmas holiday. It would just be terrible to lose all that money and you end up not getting the puppy that you really wanted.